Gentlemen, NOCAP versus YOLOK on Land O Fire. Let's check in on both these teams. So for the side of NOCAP, 2DDs, Z42 and Z42. Stalingrad, Goliath, Stalingrad, Des Moines, Henri, St. Vincent, and Conqueror. On the side of YOLOK, Daring, Gearing, Daring, Ragnar, Marseille, Des Moines, Stalingrad, St. Vincent, and Ohio. Let's watch and see how this one's gonna play out. So as we watch this game, and we're looking in, Daring Ragnar into B, very aggressive early take, looking to catch a DD from NOCAP out. None of the DDs from NOCAP are there to be caught out. Daring Stalingrad, looks like they're going to try to smoke that Stalingrad up if they're going to have them that close. I'm expecting to see the Stalingrad try to get to right here, where it has full control over. We'll see. Marseille and St. Vincent heading wide, and then Gearing going to smoke the Des Moines and Ohio up and around. This is going to be really interesting to watch as it goes on. See how they pull this off. And I'm still waiting to see how this is going to go. I mean, no damage yet. Looks like the Stalingrad of Slim Kraken is stopped here. He's not going to get advanced up, which I thought they might, but they decided against it. Now, you got to be careful, because the Z42 has that nice hydro, and the Daring has to be careful it doesn't get killed. And so as we move forward, you see the raiders start to pop. Stalingrad pops raider, catches the Stalingrad and Julio El Guapo over at C. Stalingrad of Waka Flocka, because there's a lot of Stalingrads in this game, catches the Daring of your mom in B. And Daring is going to have to retreat back out. He can't take that fight right now. Now, there's going to be a significant health advantage to the side of NOCAP between their Stalingrads, the 2DDs, the Goliath, as compared to the side of YOLOK having 4 DDs. But we'll have to watch and see how that ends up. Mr. Bean, PhD, not feeling too hot out there. He's got to deal with the St. Vincent and a Marseille that are going to just be peppering him in every time he's spotted. Stalingrad of Mr. Bean does have his radar still, so they got to be careful because that could easily come out of nowhere to surprise. And that Des Moines of Lothair is there. Daring of Alex Rowing spotted. Stalingrad, Julio, and Lothair all in a prime spot. That Stalingrad of Alex Rowan is looking not so hot right now. Down to 13,000. Remember, he does have heals in a minute, but he may not last. He will because the Des Moines backed up. But now they start on to Slim Kraken, and so you start to see the damage chunks come out. Early cap for the side of no cap. But that Z42 and that gearing are going to run into each other at some point if they're not careful. Chaserkin. Shots out at the Ohio. Ohio on a double fire. He's going to have the DCP here in a second, which, yep, there's the usage. Mr. Bean really suffering in that corner. I mean, he's at 48 in healing, but now you've got the push up here, and this is going to be interesting to keep an eye on. Marseille St. Vincent versus St. Vincent Henri. And which team can support them better? I mean, you can see Mr. Bean here is backed up as far as he can. He's not positioned to back up. But you're also dealing with the fact you're down 132 points from the caps. And you still have to take some caps. Now, we're going to also swing over here to Z42 land. Because Internet Cuff Guy, there's the spotting. Gearing spots him as he goes in. Does the Gearing decide to open up on him? Looks like the Gearing will just be content to spot and force the Z42 to make choices he may not want to make. So Z42 down to 16,000. Ragnar still in there. A being contested. So that points lead growing again. Daring of Alex Rowing pushing forward again. Problem is he's spotted right now by that Stalingrad radar, so he's got to make sure he doesn't die here. Z42 brings the shots in. 3K chunks doesn't feel good when it's from an enemy DD. Another 2K off him. He's retreating out, but he's being forced into open water, and the problem is it's a Stalingrad that's going to have a radar right there pretty soon. Now, I do like this push up. Bringing the ships up here onto and spotting the Z42. Forces the Z42 into a rough spot where either he's got to dive out of the cap and risk a Ragnar killing him, or he's got to try to just hunker down and hope he doesn't die. Because that Des Moines Hydro is going forever still. And that internet tough guy getting smacked in real life, down to 1,100 health, and he is gone. First blood, 8 minutes and change into the game, but still a 120 point lead for the side of NOCAP. And NOCAP is going to get the Marseille of Bunyan here as we look over, which means it'll bring that back up to 230 points. Lead will sit there tight because B finally being capped by the side of YOLOK. But NOCAP is in control right now. Especially with Slim Crack and the Stalingrad being burnt out. You've now got the debate. Do you push around on that St. Vincent and kill it? Or do you back a ship out? But you're going to see some moves here coming fairly quickly as they try to get that St. Vincent out of there. They need Jonah JR 802 to be dislodged sooner rather than later. Get some decent chunks there. Get the fire on him. St. Vincent, like, I'll just sit here and keep you proxy spotted while our Des Moines and Stalingrad and such just shred you. Because St. Vincent has the heal, yes, but he's taking a lot of damage for it. Remember, every bit he takes is less than he can heal up. He pops the heal at 20k. And he's going to heal up to somewhere in the 40 to 50k range, depending on how long it takes them to get him down. So then St. Vincent continues to push up. Ooh, the Torp! Oh no, it misses! What a brutal mistake. Looks like they're gonna let nearest airport dump the Torps, but it's not gonna be quick enough. The Torps don't get there. Nearest airport is dead. Rule set difference survives, though he's gotta move forward now. That brings it to a 2 to 3 ship kill lead for the side of NOCAP, as A and B are now firmly in grasp of YOLOK and closing that points lead. Ragnar spotted. Julio Guapo spotted by the Ragnar radar. Here comes a radar fight. How much damage can each of them do? Stalingrad not in a position to get them yet, but that Ragnar taking a lot of AP damage in exchange for what he's getting onto Mr. Julio. And Julio gets dark. Ragnar down to 17-2. He has one heal left. That'll take him up to about 20k. And now you're seeing NOCAP trying to adjust because they need to move around to get to a spot where they can do their work. And there's the kill they've been looking for on that Daring. And so with that Daring killed off, and there goes Mr. Bean Stalingrad to that conga line of Torps from the Daring. YOLOK starting to put the challenge back in onto NOCAP. Still anybody's game. Goliath of BD NorCal using his last heal up to 28,000. Pit Viper getting some good damage in return, and this Conqueror needs to move forward and start challenging, or this game will be over real quick. So, YOLOK is down 250 points to NOCAP, and NOCAP's about to have the double cap advantage, though Julio Aguapo has to be very careful. What this comes down to is the DD play, because there is still 3 DDs alive for YOLOK. They need to be successful, or that will be how the loss happens. Stalingrad spots the YOLOK, your mom, and laces out the HE shells. HE shells in, gets about 4k off of the Daring. Daring has no heals, remember, so every bit of damage is very big at this point. Bring him down to 12k. Gets them some really juicy damage. NOCAP, Battleship of Jacer, 50,000. Shells in on the Pit Viper. Still not getting the hits he wants. And that lead is now up to almost 300. 3 minutes until NOCAP wins.
Everything is at stake. The enemy's victory draws near.
So, as we look in here, YOLOK taking back B. Julio El Guapo sitting right outside. He's got to be very careful because if he gets spotted and dies, that's the last of the DDs for NOCAP gone. Ragnar spotted, and Ragnar is also out of heals. Ooh. Down to 4,600 already, and this is when Z42 strikes. Says, I can finish you off without you killing me. And he's right, lady. Oh, he's not right. 24 HP. That feels brutal. Julio Guapo has to think he's got the kill there, and then to get denied by the literal slimmest of margins is brutal.
Our time runs short. Only 5 minutes remain.
5,400 on your mom. Shadow Wolf spotted again. Here come the shells. And now NOCAP's just trying to finish it out. They're up by 300 right now. The Ragnar goes down right in front of our faces. The gearing is at 12,000. The daring's at 5,400. Conqueror's still very healthy. Goliath down to 12,000 is a potential kill for the side of YOLOK, but that won't be enough. They need caps and they need them now. And I just don't see the cap points for them. Push into B. 2 minutes and 51 seconds until the side of NOCAP claims victory. Ohio now being focused. Ohio down to no heals. He's used the DCP. He's hurting. And I am Anthrax. He's on the burn. This is going to be the end of him. He's down to 6,000. Ladies and gentlemen, Ohio of I am Anthrax going down. Lothair finishes him off with a burn. And that leaves it at just 50 points until the side of NOCAP wins. Daring spotting Lothair, but there's just not the ship positioning or number of ships left to win this. And you can see it with the daring opening up on the Des Moines. They're acknowledging that at this point, it's just desperation. But NOCAP, ladies and gentlemen, is set up to win. YOLOK's daring goes down. And ladies and gentlemen, that will set your winner as NOCAP. They will take this game 1-0 and move further up in their group standings. I don't know if it's enough for them to win their group, but it's better than losing.